Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi. Again.
Fuck you, that was it.
Oh, you did? I thought the go was when you started on that. Hi guys, welcome to the BTR podcast. Aren't we just so great? It's so cool. Hi. If that
Hi.
didn't, I think that's.
If that didn't scream cringe, I don't know what did.
Did you hear that? That's a Skype ad sound.
That's the Skype ad sound.
Yeah. He's making like a
What a great way to.
my fucking god.
I told you my voice is shot.
Never mind. I guess it's take two. Take two. Is that the intro? Let's carry action and action. Hi guys, welcome to the BTR podcast. Where Rebeb's now half dead. This will be Rebeb's last podcast before he to Skeletor from He-Man. And then he probably won't be here anymore. So sorry about that, but
I cry.
yeah, he's here. His voice is a little bit hoarse today, but it should be. It should be okay. It'll be a new experience. It's like having someone completely different on the podcast, except not at all like that.
Well, it's a good thing it's not. Mayor.
Fuck you.
Was that,
Was that a joke? Because I
He
didn't
said it
get
was
it.
horse. He said it was
What's that?
horse. He said it was,
Anyway.
fuck off.
Anyway. Oh, I get it, fucking mayor. I thought you said mayor, and all I could think of was that.
Oh, good thing it's John Mayer. Ah.
The Tim and Eric show. Tom goes to the mayor. Have you ever seen that? Jefferton alive. It's really good, but it's. You know what? Speaking of podcasts, it kind of sounds like if Tim and Eric had a podcast, that's what it would be, and then they just like animate over it. I wonder if it is like.
Yeah, they
improv.
put anime over it.
So we can't. Basically what happened is we were talking. Me and Owen were just japing, right? And
What?
we were just talking, and I was like, I started saying stuff like I normally do. You know how conversations work, and
Yeah, one person talks and the other person replies.
except
so
with
weird.
me, I just talk forever, and then no one ever says anything.
Oh, so weird.
Turns out this
Don't
guy
give anyone
follows Hong
a chance to
Kong.
reply because I just want to talk. Anyway, I was like, shit, we should record a BTR. So
Jape.
I have things to say, and unfortunately, Rebeb won't be clued in on it, so he's just gonna have no idea what I'm talking about.
Good.
Anyway, I
Better.
might as well begin. So what started this was like, we're talking about fucking villagers as usual. We're gonna fucking talk about Minecraft. Sorry, and you're welcome. I was talking about well, Owen has like fucking villagers. If you don't know anything about Minecraft, I'm just gonna do a quick.
Just click off the
explanatory
video.
thing. Yeah, click bye. Okay, anyway, why are you watching? Anyway, fucking Owen has in the game. There's like villagers, right? And around these villagers, zombies can spawn. So like randomly, the idea is that there'll be a village, and randomly a bunch of zombies will attack the village at once, like an absurd amount will spawn and all attack like a fucking zombie horde or something. And what happens a lot of times is they'll just wipe out all the villagers because they can't defend themselves. So they'll just wipe them out, and then you'll just come across an empty village. We thought it'd be cool if it was like an infected village. Like there would be zombie villagers, infected villagers, as opposed to just they're gone. Because then you could be like, oh, the game glitched. There's just none. They just didn't spawn because the game glitched or whatever. The game glitched.
The claim, I heard that too.
Anyway,
But what about, or, I mean, it would make sense if the excuse would be, well, it's a ghost town, it's not meant to be populated,
yeah,
but
but that's not what it looks like. But
That's
like,
a lazy man way of getting out of it.
yeah.
yeah,
That, means-
like
that just means you were
Oh.
too lazy to program anything.
yeah, it's like oh they're gone. Like as far as you know, there's another fucking Mitch Hedberg joke, but I'm not going to do it for the sake of original jokes on the podcast. For all you, whatever. It's like going to like Mount Fuji or whatever. You know, like the Mount Fuji and getting Mount Fuji.
Oh, the restaurant, yeah.
Yeah, the restaurant where they do like the flip. They flip like the knives around and they have the griddle, right? And
Yeah, it's called a hibachi restaurant.
Hibachi. I couldn't think. I was gonna say harakiri, and that's not what it is. But anyway, they were gonna do the but you get the hibachi grill to go. There's literally no point in getting it to go because you didn't see the guy do the flips. If you go across the village,
what's the purpose of going to a hibachi restaurant if you can't see the guy do the onion flip?
I want to see a guy do a backflip, and then anyway, fucking, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just like, anyway. Fuck, is this like
anyway?
Is this the Anyway podcast? I thought I got over that last time, but what I was saying was.
But anyway,
there's no point in having the villagers like gone if you don't see the actual like zombie attack. Maybe if like when you finally see it, that's when it spawns. But like I don't know. There's a chance that you just might not notice it. So there needs to be some indication of something happened here, and not just they're gone. Right, like a compound, like Rebecca was saying, or like I was thinking, like there could be a witch hut or something. Like there are a witch is in town, and then weird stuff happens because there's a.
Oh, and she's burned at the stake.
Yes, that I want to. No, that's not what I was saying at all.
Oh,
there's like
sorry.
no, just like oh, more monsters are spawning or whatever because there's a witch in town. But like I think the thing is, a game like. Minecraft is an open world game, and you can compare it to a lot of other open world games. For example, fucking
Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox. No, you should know. Roblox is not fucking open world. It is leveled anyway. I said anyway. I was like, this joke's funny. I should say anyway.
Anyway.
It's like compare. You can compare it to like Fallout or something, which is an open game.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You want to do it? Like just.
We're gonna do a potty break. Oh no! Okay, so basically what happened is that none of you would understand what happened. I just poured water all over my redstone in my world.
Wow.
So.
I thought you were gonna say like water over your lap. I'm like, that was great. You're not making a Minecraft reference, and then you did. Anyway, fuck! I can't have this. I don't want because like I don't want that to be a running gag. I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm not trying to make a meme where like every time I turn to the camera and say anyway, and then everyone laughs. And it's like he said anyway. He said and then like 80 years, fucking 80 years, like 20 years later, I'm at Comic-Con and someone asked me, "Can you say anyway?" I'm like, anyway, and everyone laughs. Like,
Oh, look at this asshole.
But I can't remember. Oh yeah, Fallout. You can compare it to open world game like Minecraft to Fallout, and the idea of because Fallout's not a sandbox game, you want the world to be pre-created, and it is. It's a created world that as you explore. You see stuff and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not just walking through. I mean, some people might accuse Fallout of being this, but it's not supposed to be that you're just walking through a desert, or for New Vegas, a desert. You're not just walking through like an empty city that looks like generic, except for like the parts that are like, oh, this is Boston. I actually, before I started playing Fallout, like a couple weeks before, I went to Boston. And Fallout 4 is set in Boston. I'm like, oh shit!
Place.
I remember walking around this Freedom Trail and like seeing all this shit and going inside of this place that you can't actually go inside of because it's just because Fallout's kind of shitty about being able to go into buildings. You can't really do that a lot. But like it's supposed to be like a created, and you see like, oh, there's a person there. Oh, there's a battle going on there. Oh, there's a thing I can interact with over here. All this stuff is happening in the world because there's no way you can really create those things. In Minecraft, it's pretty much like a blank canvas painted with titanium white. That's all it is. It's not supposed... I mean, in the base game, they try to make it like this in some ways, but it's not really like a world that you can explore.
A world on fire.
It's just like a blank area that you look at, or like nothing. Sorry, like literally the opposite of what you said. Not an area that you just look.
Yeah,
at.
it's not like No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was going to segue to that.
I would argue that No Man's Sky is, in fact...
Speaking of Minecraft, how about No Man's
Sky? I was going to avoid talking about this because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be topical. But I guess you can. It's not quite topical enough. It's just old enough that we're not fucking, oh, No Man's Sky! Are people talking about that? We're going to say it. Not because we have anything that we actually want to say about it, just because it's No Man's Sky. So we should talk about it. But, yeah,
wow,
No Man's Sky...
That was racist.
Like, No Man's Sky is kind of like, it's the equivalent of the Minecraft blank canvas, but you don't have that. Well, you're supposed to build your own world aspect. There's nothing there. They have the Minecraft blank canvas, but the Fallout nothing to build onto said canvas.
Have the money. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to create on your canvas except shit.
Well, if you take your knife and you go into a little bit of phthalo blue, you can actually create a sky.
And then just I'm really bad with sound effects. But if I was good with sound effects, I would make not like that. Great, fucking great.
Was that loud?
No, I thought it was just Rebeb talking. Actually, I didn't realize you were scratching your microphone. See you next week.
See you.
It's now a weekly podcast, but it's only like 5 minutes. Anyway, fucking it's like there was another game. Shit, I can't remember what it was called. It's like whatever. Rebeb, say something.
It was 10 dogs, right? Let's talk about that. I have something really.
Oh right, yeah. Connect pets with a Z.
Oh yeah, fucking the game We Happy Few. I don't know if you guys know about this game, right? We Happy Few. Oh, I don't know if Rebeb, you want to say something else about it.
No, I just don't know what the hell that is.
It's just something about eggs. Anyway, no, We Happy Few is basically it's a game set in kind of like a sort of like 1984 version of London or England. It's probably.
Oh, I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be.
Is it a book or a video game?
Video game.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the idea is that the whole world is taking a medicine called joy, and joy is this medicine that makes you happy all the time. It's just a happy.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
Yeah, I was gonna say Noah's the one who told us about this.
Yeah.
It makes you happy all the time. And then people who. But if you don't take it for a long, I guess there's plots that really not expanded on, and I'll talk about why that is in a few seconds. But if people who either don't take joy or take it too often or don't take it from birth or haven't taken it for a while, whatever, for some reason, random people, if they don't take joy for a while, it's poisonous, and then the other half of the world London becomes dependent on it. So if you're dependent on it, you'll start to die if you don't get any. And if you're a downer, as in someone who can't take joy, you just can't take it. And there's no explanation for why you're a downer or why you have to take it. But if you just don't take it, you don't take it, and you're outcasted by society for not taking it. And they put you in the slums, just like in 1984. And it's one of those things that's it kind of goes past the point of being an homage to 1984, where it just is literally stealing verbatim what happens in the 1984. This is the kind of weird. It's controlled, but it's happy. So there's a bunch of police everywhere, but technically everything's good. And then there's the slums where everyone is kind of disappointed in everything, but at least they're free. It's literally 1984, but without anything that made 1984 a good book. But
wow.
It's yeah, and that might sound a little harsh, but here's why. It kind of did what No Man's Sky did, but it's a little bit better. The thing is, it's released as not open access. I was going to say open access, early access game. That's an early access gameplay only game. So other than an intro cutscene, a very basic intro cutscene, that is an intro cutscene. It's up until the end of the intro, it seems like a full game. But once you finish it, you realize, oh shit, this is this is not a finished game. It's a gameplay only early access game. There's literally no story, and that's done on purpose so they can only have gameplay. The issue is that there's not a lot of gameplay. There really isn't a lot to do. It's kind of it's like No Man's Sky, but there is technically stuff to do. First of all, the game is very glitchy, which is always kind of a sin.
Always fun.
It's kind of fun, but in other cases it's not. In Skate 3, it's fun because it's they really tried, but it was early Xbox 360. They just couldn't. It was just so hard. And there is some aspect of, well, they didn't try hard enough, but it's they tried, and it's a good full game, but it also happens to be glitchy. You really have to try to glitch the game really hard. But in fucking No Man's Sky, in We Happy Few, it's just so buggy all the time, to the point of they didn't try. Not to the point of it's buggy, but they're going to work on it and they just need some more money. More it's buggy, but they don't care. They're just going to get their money now. Because they don't have to make it not buggy. They can just be well, we'll fix it eventually. That kind of thing. And there's not a lot of gameplay in the game, and it's just kind of lame. And the thing is, like No Man's Sky, or no, maybe not like No Man's Sky. I don't know if No Man's Sky, is No Man's Sky procedurally generated?
I don't.
I think it's all generated already.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
Hypothetically, it's all on one server.
Okay. Yeah. This game is procedurally generated, but everything is so generic that you would not know it. It's not like in Minecraft. Minecraft is procedurally generated. I don't know the difference between procedurally and randomly. I guess procedurally uses a procedure. Anyway, Minecraft is procedurally generated, and you can tell that every single time, I mean, with a couple exceptions of biomes that look the same, every time you walk into an area with mountains, it's a different set of mountains, and you can tell. I've never been like, have I seen this mountain before? Unless I have, right? You can tell.
Point. I've never seen two things that look exactly alike.
It's a really good example of a perfect, like, a good procedural generation, and an instance where procedural generation is necessary. And people are insisting in the comments that, well, actually, procedurally generating something is harder than making a map. But I don't think it is. Because technically, making the engine for a procedural generation is harder than making a map, but it takes a lot of effort to come up with a map that's going to work, right? To come up with a map where you're always walking through something that's interesting. The Fallout series has struggled with this for a long time, where there's big stretches of not seeing anything, and that's an issue just because when you make the world big, it's big, but there's nothing to see. When you make the world small, there's a ton to see, but you'll see it in a second. It's an excuse for not having to put the work of, we're going to come up with a level that makes sense. Whenever they're like, there's no quest around here, what am I doing? I can't find anything. Oh, it's because it's procedurally generated. It's an excuse. There's no reason.
It's almost like a cop-out.
Yeah, and it's not an infinite procedural generation. It's only like it's like a 10 by 10 block town. There's no reason that it needs to be procedurally generated, but they do it, as a cop-out. And it's also a survival horror game, or like a survival game, which fucking everyone hates. Even I'm not the kind of person who says, I'm not the kind of person who thinks anything can be overdone, with a few exceptions. Like SpongeBob is overdone, but that's it. But I think survival horror is really overdone at this point. That's really surprising. That's even getting on my nerves, because I never get mad at that kind of thing. And people aren't in an uproar, probably because it wasn't hyped like No Man's Sky was. But it was just like, the only person I've actually seen play is fucking Vinny from Vine Sauce. That's the way I learned.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Vinny from Vine Sauce fan club.
That would be funny if it was just like we just recounted the streams. Do you remember that moment where I remember that other moment where he laughed, and that was so funny. But like, I haven't heard people in an uproar about it. It's less like an outrage, more like, oh, that's shitty. No one talks about it, right? Hang on, I'm gonna look up how much it costs. Because I did come up with a ton of points for why No Man's Sky was bad, or why not. I don't want to say it's awful. I don't think it's like literally worse than Hitler. But I do think it's not great, and hang on, let me just look up.
So the thing is, with No Man's Sky, for me, my current beef with it is that they promised us features that they didn't deliver on.
Yeah, that's one of my points.
They lied.
First of all, We Happy Few is $30, right? So oh fuck, I don't know where I died. Okay, let me find my stuff.
Yeah, I got everything. It's fine.
Oh really? Anyway, We Happy Few is $30. No Man's Sky is like, the things they promised and delivered and didn't deliver on, and it's like, if they didn't make those promises,
Exactly.
It would almost be okay.
Because
if they like sold it as only an exploration game, then they would only be targeting the exploration game audience. But instead, they had so many people from every audience come in and were so hyped for it, and then it was only an exploration game.
You sound like you're getting really. It's because your voice is gruff, but it sounds like you're getting really emotional, and you're like.
I'm crying right now.
I know this means a lot to you. Please keep it together. Please,
I had so much faith in No Man's Sky, and they let me.
It's like.
Drink too much soda.
Okay, and yeah, people have been saying that. Well, why'd you have faith in it? It's only a 12-person development team. Well, they told us that they're going to do these things. They told us have faith in us, and we're like, okay. Well, okay. I came up with I was going to make a video on it, but I don't like doing that. I guess I just said I don't care if things are overdone, but only when it applies to other people, not when it applies to myself. I don't want to make a No Man's Sky video because it's overdone, right? So I wouldn't do that. But I came up with a series of points that I didn't write down, so I don't remember them all. But my main issue is that the game is $60.
Yeah.
I think
that was the biggest. I think that's the biggest complaint on Steam
if
right
the
now.
game, if the game was like, sorry.
I tried to talk, it didn't work.
I thought I interrupted you. Okay.
I'm fucking
No, I was
done.
just gonna say it's only because it's on PS4 as well, and they can't market it for any lower.
I feel like
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I disagree. I think it would still be $60. Steam.
Wait.
Steam people on
6 sec-
Steam do not lower the prices of their games. They stick with them. They know they'll make money.
Yeah. Second question I have.
What?
Or I guess just second point.
Oh.
Do you think that if it actually was like MMO and you could find people and if you found your friend they wouldn't be invisible like it already is right now, do you think that would be worth 60?
Not
give me 2 prices. Give me one price
All right.
for what it is right now.
Here's the thing. Right now, right now, I mean, like, I'm always going to say a lower price because I don't want to pay any money for a game, but I think a good price for the game as it is now is $15 to $20, somewhere in that range, and then have a release day sale. Have a sale that's like $10 for the game, and then after like 2 days, hype has died down a little bit, bring it up to 15, sales off, right? Or $20 maximum for the game as it is now. It's a great exploration. Fucking Red Letter Media's what is it called? Previously recorded talked about this. It's a great game to play if you smoke a lot of weed and you want to look at something for an infinite amount of time while you do that. It's great. But for $60, that's not worth it. It's like, I don't know if you've seen this. A few people have done videos on it. Like, no one's done because no one has a computer. But this guy, Nerd... First of all, fucking, I've just mentioned...
I don't even know what
I've just name-dropped 3 different people in, like, the last 20 seconds. But anyway, I have to for the sake of it. There's an NVIDIA kind of, like...
kind of like a dog.
Fuck, sorry. An NVIDIA, not a graphics test. What's it called? It's like a
performance test.
No, not a performance test. I just thought of it. It's
graphics benchmark.
No, it's like when they show like, oh, this is what tools. This is what
a visualizer.
This is
not a visualizer.
This is what this can do, and this is what that can do. Fuck, a tech demo. It's
those I have those. Yeah.
It's a tech demo. Okay, I might mute myself in a second to tell my dog to stop barking. Anyway, it's a tech.
Go beat the crap out of it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. It's a tech demo that's basically like It's like a Oculus Rift tech demo, like 3D VR tech demo, where you can play carnival games.
Hey, can you say tech demo one more time for me?
Fuck yourself.
It seems a little harsh though to label like someone like an entire year's work as a tech demo. That's like saying like, oh yeah, that'd be a great like online game for free, and it's like, oh cool, it's gonna market it for $30.
I think there is some sympathy, but I don't like the whole however long it took to make gives it more value.
Well, no. But I'm sure they actually put blood, sweat, and tears into the game. I'm sure they're just like, hey guys, we're gonna scam all these people by lying to them.
I think they put blind faith in a group that never made a game before.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wait, is this their first game?
I don't think so because
I think so. Let me look up.
I don't think that you can say that. It's not a matter of because like okay, in certain cases like okay, the Ark, I was pretty harsh on Ark because I think, and I said this in a podcast before, maybe I think Ark is probably some dude with a vision. Some dude wanted to make a multiplayer, an MMO where you fucking play with dinosaurs like Jurassic Park. That's an MMO. Some dude had a vision and was like, fuck, that'd be a great idea. I think No Man's Sky was... I
like space.
I'm going to take the cynical point of view on this and say that they were trying to make money. Or, if not that, they were trying to come up with They didn't. No one sat down and said, "It's my life's. I wanted to be an astronaut as a kid. I wanted to explore space. I wanted to be on the fucking crew of the Enterprise and fucking polish Jean-Luc Picard's head and be that dude who was like exploring space, and visiting all these, and seeing like pirate battles and like diffusing the situation." I don't think they had a vision.
Diffusing
I
bombs in
think
CS:GO.
if it wasn't a 12-man team, I would say it was like if fucking who makes Assassin's Creed?
Ubisoft.
If Ubisoft made it, I would say it's a bunch of 50-year-olds sitting in a saying, "What's the next big thing?" Not, "I have this great idea." Not, like, what can we make money off of? What's the next big thing? Right? Fuck literally, I think my graphics card crashed.
That's the thing. When
graphics card, can that even happen? What?
Intel Family Edition has crashed.
I just want to correct myself and say Hello Games have made 2 other games, which are Joe Danger and Joe Danger 2 the movie.
Oh, Joe Danger 2 the movie.
What?
Oh, Joe Danger 1 and 2.
They have all the experience they need to make this game.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Depressed sigh.
Number one is $60. If it was $20, fuck. If this game was like Goat Simulator prices, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Literally.
What's Goat Sim looking like?
$5, I think. I think Goat Sim.
Oh my god. That's actually really.
It might be $25. Yeah, I think it's $25. I'm a liar. Anyway, if it was $5, no one would care. But I understand $5 is very cheap. If it was maximum $25, people would still get mad. Even $20.
$25? I think people would do that.
Yeah.
The graphics potential of this game.
The graphics, the kind of stuff, the pure kind of walking around. It's someone watched the series of the dude who does a walking to the far, the dude who does the walk to the far end series. Someone watched that,
Kurt J. Mac,
and they made an entire video game based on that. I think someone said that would be great. I mean, probably not exactly what happened because that would be kind of weirdly specific. Someone saw that and was like, because I saw someone fucking the guy on. Someone, now I remember who it was talking about, and they said they were like, "Fuck, I don't care. I'm just gonna play the game. I'm gonna walk towards the end of the game as much as I can. I'm just gonna walk towards the end, right?" And they fucking walked, and they played for 2 weeks. All they did was warp as close as you can to the center of the universe, wherever you're supposed to go, and there were still. Each warp takes you about 200 light years, and they were still over 1 million light years away after 2 weeks of gameplay. And that was
is that a lot or a little?
That's a lot. I mean, if each jump takes you 200, and it took them a week. I don't know how much they got through in a week, but it was like, or 2 weeks, but like, it's like that kind of thing. And then I don't know if anyone cares that we're spoiling No Man's Sky, right?
Spoiler alert! No Man's Sky is a video game that sucks.
But the thing is, what happens at the end, I don't actually know the exact. I looked it up on YouTube just to watch it. And I'm not going to say the exact what happens. But basically,
there's a storyline?
There is. There's
fairly, when it ends, the thing is, you reach the end of the universe, you do whatever, whatever you have to do ends, and the game starts over.
Yeah, you get respawned new planet.
It's like a 3-second.
It's
like a minute-long cutscene, and it starts over again. There's no it's not like you win. I think it should be something bigger.
And the thing is, even if it respawns you in the new thing, it should give you something that you didn't have the first time. There should be something new about it.
Yeah.
New game plus, right? Or I don't know if I like that because that forces people to beat the game to enjoy the full experience.
Well, once again, it's the game's a freaking sightseeing game, so they're just all they're gonna do is just they're gonna put you in another world to sightsee somewhere.
Yeah, it's like, you're leaving the zoo. Oh, come back soon. Oh, come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna walk through the zoo again. It's the same fucking zoo.
And even then, with the sightseeing, then only like 1 out of every 20 planets is actually worth it.
You can mine and you can kill the randomly generated creatures that look
like fucking dildos.
It looks like a cross between Spore and that game for the DS that lets you type in anything and then it comes up.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Pets.
Yeah, it looks like Nintendogs. No, that would be a compliment. It's like it's just it's just so bad.
I swear to God, they probably took the Spore generation for the game. Like,
I mean,
it looks like Spore characters.
There's a
description.
there's a game that's like even worse. That's just that. It's kind of like a Spore style game where you just see these random. You can basically make your own random creatures that are that. It's like random 3D model body parts attached to each other, right? And that's like shitty. It's like, you know what? The other thing it could have been, someone played the game Starbound. Fab, you like Starbound?
No one has ever done that. What are you talking about?
Oh, someone played the game Starbound and was like, oh shit. Because Starbound has the same thing where they have randomly generated monsters. But each world has something to do, and each world feels different. Someone played the game Starbound and was like, wow, that's neat. I wish you could do this forever. Or someone played FTL and was like, wow, that's neat. I wish that you could just keep jumping, right? And then they were so wrapped. The least cynical way to think of it is they were so wrapped up in making this awesome, cool sightseeing experience that they were like, oh, shoot, we don't have any time to release a game. And there's so much pressure on us that we have to release this game. There's no way we can just be like, sorry, guys, I guess we're just not going to release it soon enough. So much hype has gone into this. We have to release it. And I hope people will understand that we'll add stuff to it. I don't think that's what happened at all. I think it was a more cynical, what's the next big thing? We're going to do that and make an entire game and make $60 per coffee. Coffee?
$60
that's really
per coffee. We're
believe
baristas.
$60 per coffee. That's like...
What a ripoff.
I don't like that. Oh,
You don't like the fact that you said that? Or...
No, I don't like that whole thing that it's like... The $60 part makes it feel so cynical. It makes it feel like there's no way anyone was actually like, I'm going to make an experience for people to enjoy.
I feel like... Sorry, continue.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, I totally interrupted you. I feel like even every feature that's good in the game, or like has some potential, they did it in such a bad way that they could have like made it so much like more in developing.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a whole like language system that you can like learn the languages of other creatures.
Oh, yeah.
But you only
And,
learn...
there's no reason to do it at all. Like, you have no motivation to do it because it doesn't help you in the game at all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is exactly like the Walk to the Far End series on YouTube. If you want to play No Man's Sky, hold your W key while you watch the Walk to the Far End series on YouTube. And, like, yeah, there's, like, the goal of the game is not to... And, okay, the goal of the game... Oh, that's what I was going to say. The goal of the game is not to... Is to get to the end, not to... It's either explore the journey or get to the end. There's no reason, there's no benefit of you to explore the journey as you go. Whereas like in other games, even in the fucking Far End series, you might say, I'm gonna stop to mine to get armor, right? If you don't like
Well, the Far End series is a different story because it's not like he did it for his entertainment. It was a charity thing. It wasn't. I'm sure he didn't enjoy walking in a straight line.
Oh, I think originally he was like, oh,
there's like 7 years of his life he can't get back.
Oh yeah, originally he was doing it as just like a podcast, I think, and he was just there's like, oh, let's see what's gonna happen, and then it turned into a charity thing once he got bored. But like
that was his motivation to keep doing it.
The thing about the ending, I think one of my favorite endings in a video game ever. I mean, that's not true at all because I've never thought of what my favorite endings are, so this just is off the top of the head. But a good ending in video games is the ending. Undertale. Yeah, no, I don't mean the ending to Fallout New Vegas. I beat Fallout 4 and I don't remember how it ended. Fallout 3, I beat that too. I probably wasn't paying attention during the ending because I was like, what the fuck? The game ends? I thought you could just keep playing. But Fallout New Vegas, without spoiling anything, no spoilers, what happens at the end is you do whatever you're going to do. There's like a whole conflict between like different factions you have to lead. Whatever happens in the final conflict, and then after you beat the game, it recaps your entire adventure.
That's cool.
Yeah, every follower that you talk to gets an ending, and depending on how you...
Oh, they get their own little interview like in a sitcom or something.
No, not like the where are they... Not like the fucking end...
where are they now?
Like, you know, the Into the Sandlot? It's fucking not that. Or you know what? Actually, it is that. It's like... I don't know if you've seen the movie The Sandlot. I have cousins who like baseball, so we watched The Sandlot pretty much every night when they were little. And at the end, they basically tell, it might have been The Sandlot too, whatever, they basically say where everyone is now, and they're like, this guy became a pitcher, this guy is jerking off.
This guy became a picture.
No, a pitcher.
This guy became a picture, he's dead.
And it's like that, and it's like, so like, you help this character Boone, right? And then it gives you what happens to Boone, or like how you changed Boone's life, how you changed the people of this town's life, how you changed the people of that town's life. It tells all. It makes you in one very quick, maybe like 5-minute
one fell swoop.
In like a 5-minute cutscene, it makes you feel like everything you just fucking did had a massive impact. It makes you feel like that's the kind of thing. There's certain games where you die at the end. Like a few games, I know, no spoilers. I'm gonna say which game does that.
COD does that a lot.
There's games where you die at the end. It's like, I guess I didn't do anything. But that's the kind of game where even if the end of New Vegas is, and the end isn't you die, even if the end of New Vegas was you die, it would feel like my life had an impact on the world. Because in games like Fallout 3, they talk of you. There's a fucking entire radio station that keeps talking about you. And it's kind of cool. Depending on whether you have good karma or bad karma, depending on how much stuff you steal, they'll say different things. So if you go through the game with good karma, they'll call you like a great dude and they'll talk about all the cool things that you did. And if you have bad karma, they'll call you like an asshole, basically.
Cool.
But like...
That's cool how there's like variables like that.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you had an impact on the...
Fuck you, Firewatch. That's what we're getting at.
Oh no! I actually like the. I've warmed up a massive amount to Firewatch. Firewatch is the perfect example.
Even though it was popular for like a day.
Even though Firewatch is not perfect, it's okay. What happened with No Man's Sky is not excusable. What happened with Firewatch is 100% excusable. It's a great game. If you want,
the thing is, Firewatch, no one hyped it up at all. No one knew about it until like the day it was released.
That's an issue with. There's some other game. I guess it speaks to the fact that they didn't hype it up because I don't remember it. But there's some other game that was not hyped up at all, and
it's still not hyped up.
Yeah,
no, I can't even remember it.
Yeah, like No Man's Sky, all the shit you did doesn't feel like you had an impact. Like, that's what I was gonna say. So anyway,
Minecraft was shit.
Yeah, podcast over. No, the ending is the kind of thing where it's like it didn't feel like I had an impact because it just ends. New Vegas feels like it had an impact. It has a good ending. Maybe Firewatch kind of fucks up because it doesn't feel like you had an impact. But the point of Firewatch is not to feel like you're not in Firewatch. You're not a dude having an impact. You're just exploring. You're like you're not exploring. You're figuring out a mystery. You're not having an impact. Whereas in New Vegas, you're supposed to be this great dude who like survived getting shot in the head. That's not a spoiler. That happens in the first second of the game. Dude who survived getting shot in the head, and you do all this shit in the wasteland. You're the greatest dude to ever live. That's what you're supposed to feel like. In No Man's Sky, you're supposed to be this great. Like, I want to play No Man's Sky and fucking.
I am an edgy photographer.
No,
intergalactic edgy photographer.
I want to feel like Ferdinand Magellan. I want to get fucking stabbed in the neck in the Philippines. I want to feel like Ferdinand Magellan and walk around and have this great adventure. And then I think it was Ferdinand Magellan who got stabbed in the neck, whatever. And even if it wasn't, I want to get stabbed in the neck like Ferdinand Magellan. Probably wasn't. I'm probably getting my fact wrong. And at the end, I feel like whatever. I died, but it was a good experience because I had an impact on the world I was playing through. Doesn't feel like that in No Man's Sky.
For me, Firewatch, fuck that. No Man's Sky can only have one good thing come out of it currently, and that's the entire modding community. Because I feel like it's like it's an absolutely perfect game for mods.
Yeah, you know why? It's the equivalent of the Unreal Engine. It's like,
is.
The Unreal Engine sucks, but it's such a perfect platform for making games. That's great to say about an engine, but not about a full game. And there's a lot of cases like Skyrim and Fallout are such perfect games for mods. They're such awesome, like, open world, but there's more to cram in. Perfect game for a mod. But they're also games that you can play through and never play a single mod, and it's still a perfect experience. The other thing about what people are saying, people are defending it. And obviously, okay, when you go through YouTube comments and a lot of other sources in general, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. With fucking, like, if you go on 4chan, you have to basically realize that every single comment is most likely, or I don't
troll,
a post,
or bait,
is bait or a troll. Exactly. Most likely, yeah, that dude actually is a racist in real life. Like that could be true, but chances are he's just baiting. He's just being an idiot. Like when someone says, "Actually, No Man's fucking shit." I don't remember what video it was. It was some reason, some video that like this justifies like a harsh response like this was justified. It might have been like some trending video that was like, no, it wasn't trending, whatever it was, some video that was like, this makes sense on. And in the comments, the top comment was, hey guys, and the fan base was like people who are like, oh fuck, I hate people who, I don't want to use your pronouns, I identify as an Apache helicopter. We're making fun of trans people. It's like that kind of fan base, right? And so the top comment was, hey guys, I want you guys to help me out. I was born a male, but I feel like I want to be a female. I want you to call me, I want you to use she pronouns. There's fucking no reason why you would go to the YouTube comment section for fucking advice on fucking gender.
Oh my god,
no reason for that to exist. No sane human being is like, I should go, you know what? I'm feeling really confused. Maybe I should go to like an adult for guidance.
I'm having a crisis of faith on YouTube.
It's like, it's almost as if...
Wait, can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Literally, this happened to Tom the other day, where some random person on his friends list on Steam, never spoken to this person in his life, just starts messaging him like, hey dude, I'm thinking about killing myself, my girlfriend dumped me, I'm ready to end it all, and Tom's like, okay, this guy's, obviously trolling, like, you don't go to some random person on your Steam's friend list to ask for advice or for help. Yeah. But it's just fucking like, why would you bother? Why would you bother even saying that bait?
There's another parallel to it where it's like, there's a virus going around Instagram where basically if you use so people do this all the time. If you go to if
you use code Keen,
the first one of the third result when you type in Instagram is Instagram get into private Instagrams without following or whatever it is, right? So there's all these services that let you manage multiple Instagram accounts at one time, where or you have a keylogger on your computer. Somehow your password gets stolen, and your Instagram account will make posts where you tag people in a post, right? Mm. The post will be free iPhones, click this link. And then it's like, oh, that's stupid. It's obviously fake. But because someone in the comments, someone you know tagged you, you're like, oh, I guess
maybe it's real.
Say, I actually got one. Maybe it's real. But the issue is, it's always weird shit. One of our friends, the most recent one, I'm not gonna say his name, but the most recent one that me and you saw, Owen, when we were talking, the people who was tagged was me, a couple other people that go to our school.
Oh, you got tagged from it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! Everyone probably on his that he's following.
It's always 5 people. Me, 2 people from our school, the salon in our town, and a Chandler Bing from Friends parody account. And there's no reason why this
Where's the relation?
Tagged the Chandler Bing from Friends Instagram account. Be like, dude, yo, I know that based on the lore of Friends, Chandler Bing from Friends would really like this really great iPhone that I just got. So that's why I'm tagging you. There's no, and the salon, there's no reason that it gives away because it's just a dumb algorithm.
So stupid.
But I mean, they fucking work. There was my cousins have my cousins, I remember, it might have been Friendly Friends or something, got message on Facebook from my dad, and the message said, hey, and this is a serious thing. This is not getting fucking linked to a virus on Instagram. This is I just got mugged on Instagram. I don't have a cell phone. Can you wire me $3,000 or something like that, right? Wired to this account.
Really weird.
And they were these people were literally almost about to go to London and buy plane tickets to go to London before they met my mom at the local mall, and they were like, "Did you hear what happened to your dad?" And they were like, They were like, no. My mom was like, no, what happened? And it's like, no, Dad's at home. Nothing like that happened. What? But that kind of thing actually happens in real life to people, and that's a really shitty scam.
It's phishing scams.
Yeah, but when that happens in fucking Instagram and you fucking tag Shaq at Shaq, it's like, wait a minute. Why did this person tag?
Wait, why is Shaquille O'Neal here?
Wait, how did we get from fucking well, what was our transition to get to this?
Yeah, no idea.
Doesn't want to say about No Man's Sky. Shit.
Yeah, it just became Shaquille O'Neal on Instagram.
Fucking. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about No Man's Sky. Oh, it was people defending it, right? And YouTube comments are bait. That was a really long tangent, right?
Yeah, terrible.
Go fuck yourself. No. the thing, people are defending it, saying, well, it's an experience. And I agree, it's a great experience. If you want to smoke weed, I wouldn't even say if you want to smoke weed and play No Man's Sky, be my guest. If you want to vape and pretend that you're smoking weed, be my guest. But it's not even a great example of an experience. The defense of this is an original experience. I mean, like, it's the same thing as going to the zoo. I mean, like, it's even worse than going to the zoo because I like going to the zoo. It's kind of cool to go to the zoo, right? Like the Central Park Zoo is like cool, but I don't like. It's like
I wouldn't go there every single day.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
Or if anything, more than twice.
I would argue that a better experience than No Man's Sky is a solid...
Is a zoo.
No, is a solid, complete game that you beat. For example, the game that I have on my desktop, I really love it. It's fucking... Don't remember what it's called. God fucking damn it. What the... Oh, Hylic. Okay, yeah. This game, Hylic. It's basically a mother clone. I mean... I don't love Undertale. If you love Undertale, you could say Undertale's a better experience. This game, Hylic, is like a claymation game that's kind of like Mother, and you go through it. It's this weird, really weird experience that has randomly generated text, and all this really weird shit happens to you, and you don't know what's going on, and you beat the game, and this art is all crazy, and it's awesome. It's a great experience. Fucking Undertale, if you like Undertale, is a great experience. Firewatch, if it was a little bit better, it's a great experience. No Man's Sky is not that great of an experience. And also, neither is Minecraft. Basically what we're saying, Minecraft is shit. Thanks for tuning into the video podcast. I'll see you later, guys. Is anyone...